Hi, my name's Nick from CPAP Warehouse, and today we'll be going through the MCM Sepray machine. So here we have the machine. This particular model is the automatic model. There are two models, one being the CPAP or fixed pressure, and this model being the automatic or auto titrating. And the difference, of course, is that the automatic will determine the pressure, and the fixed pressure will work at one single fixed pressure at all times. So in order to purchase a fixed pressure, you usually need to know which pressure you need. The automatic can be an option for those who aren't too sure of their pressure. It also is reported to be a little more comfortable by some patients. So the first thing we'll show you how to do is to remove the actual water tank from the device. What we need to do is twist here, the unlocking mechanism. Underneath we can find the water tank, we just push it out. And these are quite sturdy, which is important because these do tend to wear out over time. And as you can see, this one is quite sturdy. And you simply change the water every day. Distilled water is always preferred, as it won't leave any residue inside. And if you do ever have a residue, you can clean that by using white wine vinegar, just like a kettle. And when we close this water tank, if we do clean it, you just want to ensure that it does clip in so that it's airtight. So if you just push from both sides here, you hear that click, that's when you know it's airtight. So now it's ready to go back into the machine. There's your maximum line, your minimum line. Whoops, maximum and minimum. And just slide that one back in. And then put the cap back on from the open position. Make sure it's in flush and just twist till it's in the lock position. That's it. And now onto the device menu. Just zoom in so we can get a better shot. Here we can see treat. Now treat option actually starts the device and begins therapy. So if we press the button now, it will start therapy, as you can see. The pressure is now being displayed. Here you have your active leak, your AHI, which is your events per hour, your apnea-hypopnea index, and here is your 95th percentile pressure. These are just some of the metrics the device is actively tracking and storing, and it does store up to 1 year of data at any one time. So in order to turn off the device, and I've just mentioned that this screen will turn off automatically after 5 minutes, so you won't have that on all night. So now we turn off the device. In information here, we can actually see our usage data. So we can get an idea without even generating a report what our 30-day metrics are, 7-day metrics such as 95th percentile pressure, which is what your pressure is 95% of the time, the therapy hours, therapy days, AHI, which is one of the more important metrics here, which is your apnea-hypopnea index, so the number of events per hour with treatment. Here is your large leak. So as long as your large leak is healthy, you know that everything's been fitted correctly and there's no leaks anywhere. Lower hours is just the total hours of the motor. So if we go to system settings now, click in again. Here we can adjust first the comp feature, which is a comfort feature, and that will actually adjust the exhalation pressure when you breathe out to make it a little easier to breathe out. It's currently set to on. You can either have it off or on. If it is on, you then select the level from 1 to 3, with 3 being the most relief and 1 being the minimum amount of relief. So you just need to experiment and find what you're comfortable with. Here we have the humidifier option to turn it off and on and adjust the level, so we'll turn that one on. And I believe it's 0 to 5. And once again, you just need to experiment with what level of humidity you find most comfortable. Some people also do change the humidity depending on weather and actual humidity outside. So just experiment with that one and find what works for you. Auto on, now this feature will actually automatically start the machine when it detects breathing. So that one's currently set off because I find it can be a little easier to do it manually. Sometimes if you kick the hose by accident, it might start the machine, so we just leave it the simple way at the moment. And auto off is the same thing, so we'll automatically detect the mask has been removed and then turn off the device after a certain amount of time. Mask alert will alert you when the mask has been removed or there is a very large leak in your system. So this is good for those people who are new to CPAP and keep removing the mask, since you can keep an eye on, or not keep an eye on, but monitor whether or not you're removing your mask or have any big leaks when you're starting up. I know a lot of people will actually pull the mask off when they're not used to it, so that's one good feature we have there. LED backlight set to auto. It's always the best way. It means this will turn off after 5 minutes, so you won't see the screen when you're sleeping. Language we can leave. Memory space here, so the memory will store up to 365 days or 1 year of data, and there you can just see what the current status is. Okay, now if we go back to the main menu, start treatment again. This is the ramp feature here. Ramp. So if we click that, a little triangle will appear. We now have started the ramp. And the ramp will start at low pressure and incrementally lift the pressure up over a certain amount of time up to therapy pressure. So if you're new to CPAP or on a fixed pressure machine, this can be very useful to you. Other than that, here the E means exhaling or exhalation cycle, and I is inhaling, so I'm just simulating that now. And you can also get an idea of the noise here. I do have the computer running underneath, but it is very quiet, and it does measure in testing at around 28 to 30 decibels at 10 centimeters of pressure. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a great day ahead.